Yo, shout out to my boy Olleh. His DMs are open. I didn't know that he was particularly
Still open, by the way.
Still open.
Yeah.
There's only 2 games left in the split. I'm joined right now by Xmithie with coverage presented by Omni/. Talk a little bit about their Week 8 Team Liquid. So Xmithie, things are winding down. It's going to be kind of neck and neck. Today, 2 teams that I think you didn't want to win won in CLG and TSM. But we were talking a little bit before this. You're not worried.
It's not about being worried. We just need to focus on our own games pretty much. Because as long as we're in playoffs, that's all that really matters. Because I think we're gonna do much better in like a best of 5 scenario.
Yeah. Sorry, there's like people all coming up behind you. That's good. Hello, everyone.
I feel like we're in a public place, Travis. I don't think you have the right to be annoyed about it.
I'm not annoyed about it. I was just distracted because people were like literally Kelsey went behind into the shot and was like, talking about stuff. No, so you're not worried. You think you can make it happen?
Yeah, definitely. I think we are so much better than we are on stage, and then I think it's just for us to prove it.
Yeah. Do scrims go well? Are you guys like scrim gods?
Yeah, we're totally scrim gods.
Okay.
You can ask anyone. Pretty much.
I will. Like, I'm about to interview somebody from TSM after this, and I will ask them if you're a scrim god.
Sure.
Then they'll back you up.
Mm-hmm.
So you guys beat TSM all the time in scrims.
I don't remember if we scrimmed TSM this week, but
Okay.
yeah, I don't remember.
Okay. Well, so you're pretty confident there. What is going on with TL? Because you guys continue to kind of do this thing, which is just really weird to me, and I can't figure it out. Like, why are you so inconsistent?
Yeah, it's definitely a roller coaster for us, even like in the game.
Yeah.
I think it's mainly we play. I guess like it sounds like it's not really an excuse or like it's a bad thing. Like I think we're playing too calculated. So like if it's like an 80% chance maybe or 70%, we might not take it just because like there's a chance of like risking like we can lose, stuff like that. And I think that's a wrong mentality. And we're trying to figure out like what's the best fix for it. And like hopefully we can show it next week and to playoffs.
Yeah. What do you think of the other teams right now? Because it does feel like, so we just saw TSM beat Cloud9. Echovox also losing at the start of the day. What do you think? Because those 2 teams were pretty much, they had like a lockdown on the LCS split until the past couple of weeks. Why do you think that we're starting to see them lose these games?
I was actually quite surprised when they won a lot in the first half of the split.
Yeah.
Because I think the best of ones are really volatile, and like pretty much any team can win, but they managed to stay ahead and like pretty much win most of their games. So like TSM, us, even like CLG.
Yeah.
Like I think like we're a much different team on like a best of 3 or best of 5 because we can adapt much faster. And like I think just best of ones are just not our thing right now.
Yeah. Do you think that we're going to see, especially when best of 5 sit, like it feels like we're inching slower towards the inevitable, like, oh, look, it's TSM, CLG, Cloud9, and Team Liquid in the top 4. It just kind of feels like that's like the El Clasico teams are kind of coming back here at the end of the split.
Yeah, I think it's not really obvious, but like it's like predicted that like the veterans can be ahead like on like a long ass game, and
You mean like a long match?
a long match, sorry.
Yeah.
And I think it's just whoever can persevere through all those games. And oh wait, there's no gauntlet anymore. No, that's in Press for World. I was like, let's talk about gauntlet. Like,
It's like,
it's playoffs.
and when the
Playoffs,
gauntlet comes,
playoffs. No, there's no relegation. So like after the 10th week, like we're going straight to playoffs, right?
after the 9th week, you go straight to playoffs.
9th week, okay.
So we're in week 8. There's another week called week 9. This has been actually how the split has looked for the past several years.
The 10th week is the playoffs.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, I knew that.
Yeah, I could tell.
I think.
Yes. Okay. So you think like after the 9th week, as we move into quarterfinals, we're going to see all the teams like the longer standing veteran teams and veteran organizations start to have more strength.
Yeah, I think it's just going to be way different than the beginning of the split or even like half of the split.
Yeah.
Like everyone has to adapt to, like I think we were going to 8.5 or 8.62 for playoffs, so
Yeah.
it's not as different as right now, but like like maybe you can see fiddlesticks or like something like really random, and then people can get off guard, but it's just one game.
Yeah.
And yeah, we can see. We will see.
Okay. Now, one thing that there's a team that no one is talking about in NALCS. I was teasing their AD carry about this yesterday. Clutch.
Oh, Clutch.
Clutch is like number 3, and yet no one talks about Clutch. And I'm curious, why do you think this is, and also what do you think of the team? Like, are people not talking about them because they're not, like, it's just kind of a fluke that they've ended up where they are? Like, what is it about Clutch that makes people kind of disregard them?
I think it's like the same like as splits before. Like they were practically like NV 2.0, right?
Yeah.
And then like people didn't really like content them out of playoffs, but they were in playoffs.
Yeah.
And like they were expecting to do well, but like not really beat any teams that are like really good.
Yeah.
And yeah, I'm actually also surprised that they got like this far in the standings, and they've been doing pretty well. But I think we figured them out like today, and I think we can do better at them in playoffs if we go against them.
Yeah. Yeah. What do you see as their weaknesses based off your performance against them today?
I think, in my opinion, I think just like my teammates are like better as like mechanically or like just like player by player.
Yeah.
And I think we can react to decisions much faster than them. But they just have really good like objective control in the early game, and like especially Baron, because they play a lot of champions like Azir, Cho'Gath, so have like really good objective control, and they cheese a lot of objectives just to like. And then later on, like if they have Caitlyn, like usually Apollo does really well on it. So
there's switching gears a little bit. There's a rising conversation about team houses versus like professional workplaces and all that kind of stuff. And you guys just started working in the training facility. Yeah. So, and I know that CLG is working on getting their stuff going in that direction. I've heard other rumors for other teams pursuing this. First off, is it different training in the training facility?
Yeah, I can feel the difference between like waking up and then literally go out of your room and then work. Yeah. So it's like there's no split. Yeah, there's no split between like working and going home and then just like relaxing. Right now it's like you wake up, shower or eat, and then go to work. So it's pretty much just like a different type of thing. I don't think anyone knows like if it's good or better, or if it's better or worse. And we're trying to figure out that right now. And I think it's going way better for us. Like we wake up much earlier, and then we can separate our work life from like just if you want to play games at home or if you want to stream, and like you have your own personal space, which I like better.
Yeah. Do you think you need the team house anymore? Like at a certain point in time, if you're working there and your life at home is completely different, why even live together?
I mean, yeah, I think I can see it later on, like in the years. Yeah. If the team has a budget for it, like I can see it, but I don't know.
Is it right now just a cost-saving thing? Because you probably like that you don't have to pay rent, right?
Yeah, that definitely. But it's just like, everyone's really close, so like, we can eat together after, or like we go to the gym and like go home together after. It's like if it's like really like spread out, like I can feel like you get isolated a little bit, and then maybe some people are not used to it, especially like even like the Koreans are like already like away, like they're in a foreign country, and then you actually isolate them more, and it's like maybe it's like a bad idea to like do that. So it's our companies need to be really careful about like what their teammates are.
Sounds like you think that people are gonna get lonely. Would you be lonely living on your? Is it?
Because I'm right next to you.
Okay.
Like I can just go to your room every time and just it's fine.
Because we live in the same building. I'm saying, would you be lonely? Like if team houses went away and you have to go find your own place, would you be lonely? Is that like a factor in this?
To be honest, I think I would prefer that since like I'm getting old. It's like other stuff to do too. Like, but yeah.
Like what? What do you do? As you get older, what kind of stuff are you doing?
Taxes.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't have to do taxes a year ago, Travis. Come on.
Yeah, I don't. Yes, as you get older, you do have to deal with taxes, and being alone in an apartment is actually the best way to do your taxes. It sounds like.
Yes, definitely. That's the only thing I do like outside the game.
Yeah.
So.
Seems like you have really complicated taxes. Like this is taking up an inordinate amount of your time.
Yep, I had to do careful planning about it. I have like 3 notebooks for like 3 different scenarios of like my taxes.
Yeah.
So
Okay, so if Steve came to you right now and he said, Jake, maybe he calls you Mr. Puchero, I don't know, maybe Mr. Puchero. Right now you can decide, do you want to live with the team or as a team, or do you want to get your own place and I'll give everybody their own places? Which would you pick?
I'll pick the latter.
The latter. So your own place.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice. And do you think that would prevent you from hanging out with your teammates as much?
I think so. Like I'm talking about like off days usually. Like it's probably gonna be like way different. But usually after scrims, like we're still gonna go like home after like our scrims or like after we solo queue. Like we usually go out. So I don't think it would be much difference there. Just like after LCS, like we're gonna be doing our own thing.
Okay. Finally, I'm going to interview a TSM member in a second, as I referenced. Do you have a question for them?
Who is it?
I requested Soren. I don't know if I'm going to get Soren, but in a world where it's somebody else, like, do you have any questions I should be asking any of these guys? Something I can use.
TSM? I mean, I'm not really close to anyone in TSM anymore.
I mean, maybe there's something you want to know about them? No.
Not really.
So you got nothing for me?
No. Sorry, Travis. You got to make your own content for once.
Oh, it's rough. Is there anything you want to say to any of the fans out there?
Well, thanks for supporting us again. Hey, Olleh.
What's Olleh standing there? Olleh, do you want to say hi? Hi, Olleh. We were just talking about team houses.
And we were talking about Japanese girls.
No, stop! Don't do it. I already gave up.
What?
Oh, what?
He gave.
I gave up finding. So
Gave up finding a Japanese girl.
Japanese girl.
Okay.
Wait, do you not watch Squad?
I haven't watched the most recent one. I
Oh.
know that he was looking for a girlfriend. I saw the one where Double Lift at the end is like, "Yo, shout out to my boy Olleh. His DMs are open." I didn't know that he was particularly
Still open, by the way.
still open.
Yeah.
I didn't know he was particularly looking for a Japanese girl.
Yeah.
because I watched Japanese movie
Yeah.
and the actress was amazing. So
Okay.
I just maybe every Japanese girl is like that.
Yeah.
So
I don't know if that's how that goes.
Okay.
I've met a lot of American girls. They're not all like Scarlett Johansson, I will say. But we were just talking a little bit about team houses. Would you be happy living on your own, or would you prefer to live with the whole team?
alone,
Alone. Okay.
I can play solo queue alone.
That's what he does now, anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like solo.
Okay. Wait, why don't? But you can play solo queue alone at the apartment.
Oh,
He's right next to like if he's right next to Peter.
Yeah.
Peter's kind of loud when he streams.
Oh, yeah.
Obviously.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, so he does that too,
Okay.
but just only in his room.
Yeah, me too.
Okay.
I don't know why he does that in his room. Like,
I don't want to affect other people. So like I always say like what the fuck, and everyone's just using got tilted, and then I don't want to bother him, so I just play alone.
Okay. So no, you still haven't gotten any messages from girls.
I got some,
Okay.
but I feel like they're not a real person.
Yeah.
They're just fish. They're using some
Alexa?
Alexa. What you saying that here? What the fuck?
Okay.
There was one girl.
Wait,
who-
no, I'm talking about Alexa, the one you always talk to in your room.
My Alexa. My Alexa is
Yeah.
the equipment, and
Yeah.
she always answer my question.
Okay.
Alexa, can you play some music for me? And then she said yes,
Alexa,
sir.
do you love me? Have you ever asked that?
I asked.
What do you say?
She said of course.
Oh wow.
There you go.
I can set up the answer.
The answer? Oh wow. Okay.
It's very good. All right. Well, anything you want to say here at the end, Xmithie?
I already said thank you to the fans. Thank you for supporting us, and hopefully we'll do better next week.
Yeah. Olleh, any message?
Playoffs.
Any message for the fans?
Last year I didn't make playoff in spring. I'm gonna make it, please.
There we go. Well, thank you guys so much. Looking forward to seeing you head into next week's games and hopefully make it to playoffs. For everyone else, you can check out the rest of my coverage of all things esports right here on my YouTube channel.
Hey, so Travis doesn't check any of these. He just uploads whatever I put in a folder for him. So I figured now's probably a good time to plug my my Twitter, my Instagram. Once again, how to spell BRODINPLETT, Brodenplet. Pretty easy to find me. I'm pretty sure I'm the only one. But yeah, this content's brought to you by OmniSlash.